Good morning, everybody. Welcome, or afternoon or evening. Welcome to Near Make Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge.
I am. That's it. I am happy to be here.
That was weird. You interrupted me and then you just said I am.
I am happy to be here.
This is the Uncanny Omar, who won't say his name. I'm the Astonishing Melanie, and together we are Omni. Well, you can say it. Why don't you say it?
I am. Morning, Omar.
That was very dramatic.
What? It's not.
Omar.
I didn't deliver it like in the biblical sense.
Omar's
I just said I am.
Weird again.
Who said that? Ban him. Greetings all the way from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, fellow Canadian. Not to me, but to my other fellow Canadian friends out there. And that was delivered weird. I'm sorry about that.
That was my fault, I guess. I don't know. I didn't hit live before I hit the video.
Nothing. What are you talking about, Final Shadow? Yes, Omar's side is. Good morning, Mr. Omar. As matter of fact, from this moment on, you will refer to me as Mr. Omar. Oh, yes. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
I had some really good moments this first week. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Hello from Queens, Puddin' Tame. I love that name. Morning, Omar and Melanie. How are you? How are you, True Graphic Novel? Morning, Studio. How are you doing? And good morning from Virginia. Hey, guys, any ideas if they plan to re-release Volume 2 of the Mark Waid Daredevil Omni? Greetings from England. Hold on. Is that out of print already? Un momentito. That means 1 minute. 1 little minute.
Aw, thanks, Puntame. And yeah, but so it's the same day for you. For us, it was last night. The AMA. I'm glad you're joining us.
Yes.
And Bar's asking how everybody's doing.
Bar, I try to put a time up there so you can join the AMA, and it did not work, buddy. So next time we'll do it. Next month. What's next month? September. Right? Yes.
Thank you for the super sticker. And
I'm finding out about that Daredevil, brother.
Here,
give me 1 second. Because I thought it was still in print. I know the direct market cover is completely gone from the distribution center, but I thought at least the standard is still available. So I'll find out. My sweet Peruvian sex god with the Midas touch. Yes, everything I touch turns to gold. I have a very important question. Do you put marmalade on your toast? Mermelada, that's what we call it. Yeah, we did. It's a very Paddington Bear thing to do too. Paddington 3 is going back. He's going back where he came from, baby. He's going back to Peru.
Yeah, Foxout gave me a high five, or I gave you a high five last night for my burn on Omar.
I didn't appreciate the high fives going on last night. Refer to me as Mr. Omar. Tune in next. Mr. Omar is when I'm by myself, referring to myself. Oh, I'm going to see that tomorrow. I'm going to go see that tomorrow. I cannot wait.
True graphic novel fan likes it.
Oh, what? Hey, Brent, how are you doing, man? Entertain me for leg day. Dude, he's lost a lot of weight. My dude's looking good. I saw pictures of him on
good for you.
Instagram, I think. Yeah, man, good on you. And your lady. Your lady's looking good, too. She always looked good.
I lost 2 pounds just from starting school, walking around all day, my heart beating fast.
The older you get, it gets harder. Is Superman the Triangle Era Omnibus still in schedule for a release in September? Yes, it is still in the schedule for September. Good morning, y'all. Way behind, but just finished X-Men 97. Any ideas on OZT Omnibus? Not on the OZT, but we are getting a reprint of Fatal Attractions, which, of course, played a part in that season 1 of X-Men 97. Oh, yes.
This was the Christmas present to Omar.
Yeah, it was really sweet. I like the idea of you getting a present when I get a present. That's good.
That was... but it has to be couple shirts. That was the point to wear on the stream.
Okay. Buenos días, Mario Rodriguez. ¿Cómo estás, hermano? Good morning, everyone. With this awesome Two-Face costume. Thanks, man. I just bought Volume 1 and couldn't find Volume 2 anywhere. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. Oh, no, sometimes they do go out of print quick. And especially if it's a reprint.
Powers Comics Reader, when's your birthday? This week?
Yeah, when is your birthday, buddy?
Taking the whole week off. That's awesome.
Morning, mentees. Melanie's return to school is going well.
Ooh, let me tell you, I was sweating up a storm because nerves. I was like, is it hot in here? Genuinely
at school.
I'm on vacation until September 2nd. Nice. Been between Swimming with the Kids, I'm hoping to read the
Gotanabe.
Thank you. Mountains of Madness.
Yes.
Incl, Dying Star.
Oh, those are
Norse. I read that one. Fantastic Four Volume 2. And Noah's Amazing Screw-On Head.
Amazing Screw-On Head is so fun. If you just want something quick and easy to read, don't be bogged down by continuity or anything like that. That's a good one.
New Spooey Channel.
I don't feel hungover, so I'm not sure what that means. Also,
is that a new copy of Swamp Thing?
That one is that's my copy, which I'm going to be doing a comparison to the new printing.
Carson wants to support some of the DC all-in titles. Do you think it's important to buy them in single issues, or is it okay to wait for collections?
Well, I think anybody would tell you that if you want to support the all-in titles as they're starting, definitely do the single issues, right? And if you like them enough, then get the collected editions.
Yeah, exercise bike day.
Was that a Fiona Staples thing?
One day we'll have a Fiona Staples interview.
Like that was really me, but Brian yelled at me and told me that we couldn't announce anything.
So a long time ago, somebody on the chat said, "Yeah, I'm Fiona Staples. I'm on my exercise bike." And she told us stuff, and it wasn't her.
She told us when Saga was returning.
How's that revival story from Image? Is it worth getting the hardcovers? Tim Seeley is the writer.
Yep, I liked it. Did you? No, you actually did an overview of it. It's the one where people don't die in that town, and
yeah, I liked it.
I dug it. There's a crossover with Chew that's also collected in there, and in the Chew collections, and I really like that. Scott, you're in Vegas.
It's great art, and the
Jenny Prison covers are beautiful too.
Kind of dark.
Question: with X-Men in the manga getting a remastered volume 1 and 2, do you think Spider-Man the animated series should also get a manga version as well? I would love to see them collect the Ryoichi Ikigami Spider-Man. Now, that's a different Spider-Man, though. That is the Spider-Man that was adapted from the TV show in Japan. So remember, like, that's not Peter Parker. It's a different character. I ordered 3 days after it went on sale. Dang you, pre-order. Bon dia, Roberto Rodriguez. I am on dirt during the week, but cheating on the weekends.
What does that mean?
She's eating dirt. She's on a diet.
You have one of the most desirable library in all of comic fandom.
Thank you so much. Is that Sensational Spider-Man #1? That's #1, isn't it? Remember, Dan Jurgens was so excited to work on that book, and then he found out, oh, I'm not going to be writing and drawing Peter Parker. It's some guy named Ben Reilly.
We hung out. Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't read it. I think I got that issue. I'm like, nope, don't want it.
You just offended Bo. That is like it. That is his #1 dude.
How are you, Matt? Hanging out with us again.
Arjun, how are you, buddy?
Where does the Red Lantern's Omni fit in order with the other Green Lantern Omnis?
That takes place. Oh, that's hard because you have Green Lantern 1 and 2 by Jeff Johns, and Green Lantern 2 has Blackest Night. So you can put it after Blackest Night. Yeah. Bom dia a todos. I don't know if you remember, but I got both Wade Daredevil Omnis, and I'm really enjoying the first. You never fail to make good recommendations, Omar. Oh, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy them, dude. I'm glad you're liking it.
Thursday.
Not a big one. Mid-40s. No, wait. I'm a teenager. Free books. I'll have to quiz you on that. You didn't say Riz or Skibbity, so I know you are no teenager, sir. I don't think kids even use Riz.
This kid asked me. It was the very first class, the first day. Is this class gonna be turned? I said, I don't know what that means.
That's a good old lady.
I said, halfway, kind of, sorta. Don't get your phone out. I'll confiscate it.
You dang right. It's gonna be the most turntest class.
But I think it's fun.
Rise and Fall, Dini, Batman, and Robin Tomasi can only grab one. Which is the best read? I think Dini, you'll get the most bang out of your buck out of those three, because there's a lot of standalone stories. There's a lot of two-parters in there. You don't need to read everything else that's going on. There is one crossover that's taken place, but it's it's the resurrection of a character, and it's not fully collected. You just have the Detective Comics issues in there. Ryan, I think it was Ryan Benjamin doing the artwork, but other than that, I think you're fine. That's a good one. Good. Thanks, man. I did. I got a haircut. I got my ears trimmed. Omar, you'd be proud of me. Lowered. I just ordered lowered. Thank you. Trimming is what they do in prison. I just ordered Uncanny X-Men by Remender. Uncanny X-Force, Bar. You know what? I'm not here to correct you. Good job, Bar. I'm really proud of you. Omar, will we ever get Ren and Stimpy show Omnibus? That does have a lot of writing by, like, early writings by Dan Slott. I don't know. I don't know where that license would be, honestly. I recently got Uncanny X-Force Omni, and it gets in today. Oh, I'm happy for the people.
Oh, Bar already corrected.
Yeah, it's okay, Bar. It happened. I'm here to correct you.
Oh, good. Welcome, Ian.
Well, happy to have you here, buddy.
Catch us. And Twisted Kister, we were hanging out last night as well in the AMA. Have you read the new X-Men comics so far? I think I enjoyed Simone's more than McKay's first issue so far.
You didn't dig McKay's that much, right? That's adjectiveless X-Men with Cyclops.
It's just the first issue.
I know.
Like, it was fine. Okay. What did I say? I don't remember.
You're like, you said it was.
My answer is it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That doesn't mean I don't dig it. It's just okay.
My bad.
Okay. I've only read the first issue.
Uncanny X-Force is already sold out.
It's been a minute since I've been to the comic book store. Ooh, fun and educational channel.
Reply me.
Cricket.
R.E. Are you there?
I was thinking about pre-ordering the Savage Sword of Conan Omnis to be released by Titan on October 1st, but they keep pushing back the release date. Should I pre-order this time?
They were supposed to send it to me, I think, to prove that they exist. So I didn't get it this week. But it is coming from overseas because they were having issues with the distributor here in America. So I know they exist. I've seen pictures of them. Oh, there's his question up here. No, never mind. No. That's not him. I've seen pictures of them, so I do know they exist. I don't know what the build. I used to like you. That's awesome. It's a good T-shirt.
Aw.
I don't know what the build or the quality or anything is, but I do know that they are real. Hey, Tyler, how are you, dude? I meant to email you after your message on Patreon. I thought that was really sweet, dude. Thank you, and always happy to have had you there. So yeah, man. I'll have your dear Melanie. I feel like I can call you Melanie because you and me are so alike. I'd like to meet you one day. It would be great to have a catch.
I need to be mouthing the words as you read it because I have the letter memorized in my head that I wrote. So I don't even know.
This is an Always Sunny reference.
Man, whenever I tell my students, I was like, yeah, Always Sunny makes me happy. Nobody knows Always Sunny.
These are kids and watching TikToks. I heard a rumor that tomorrow Melanie's book club's on Superman Space Agent, that you might have a special guest for it. Where can I find more information about the book club?
Yeah, Jess Dog's going to join us tomorrow. So if you're interested in joining us for monthly book talks, with tomorrow, we'll have a Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Join Patreon, the $7.77 tier. And thank you to all our patrons because Omar could not make this his job and spend as many hours a week as he does creating content unless we had the patrons to support us. So thank you.
Thank you all, seriously.
And thank you, James.
And thank you all that are here Saturday.
I'll send a Zoom link out tomorrow through Patreon.
You're digging Ron V's Detective? That's awesome. I've only read the first couple of issues and I decided to wait. Any new info on Titan's Conan debacle?
Thank you, Bruce, for the super
Thank you
chat.
for the super chat, buddy. It is coming. I saw pictures. They sent me I think they sent me Savage and Conan Marvel years. I think they're just calling it the original years, though. I'll be as soon as I get them, because they are supposed to be out in October. That's what they last told me. They were like, we are okay. He said we are 99.5% sure. Because we just know things happen. And I know that thing has been a nightmare for them as well as retailers as well. I mean, I can't imagine being a retailer that has to take money ahead of time and then having to hold on to that money and remembering, the pre-orders that came in. That's just, that's a nightmare. And of course, the fans that have been wanting them. But we shall see. They've already started to, that's my buddy Tyler. They already started to solicit, though, the other ones. So I guess they're gung-ho. I just want new material, too. I want, like, Volume 9 of Savage. I want King Conan 2. I want the continuation of Conan, so I guess Volume 11. So here's hoping. Hey, Omar, Ren and Stimpy are owned by Nickelodeon. Oh, I meant the comic book. I'm so sorry. Like, who owns the rights to the comics for Ren and Stimpy? Thank you, James, for posting that. And thank you to John for the super chat.
Get done before you answer this one.
Rank from least.
You,
God, he always has the
least to most confusing.
The Summers
Family.
I got excited. I
Kang and Mortis. I don't know any of these. Okay, Hawkman. I recognize that.
You don't know.
Stark,
you don't know Kang.
King Tony. Okay, Since Past. Oh, I know Kang. All right. First, I was thinking they were titles and not characters.
I got excited because I thought he wrote Ranma 1/2.
Well,
This Ranma Tut.
Number 200. Onslaught. Ooh.
This is the stupidest question I've had. Like, least to most least confusing. Oh God. Least confusing. I think,
not this question. This question's confusing.
I think honestly, least confusing, man, is actually Onslaught or Sin's Past. Do I like them? Absolutely not. But they are at least sort of okay to understand. It doesn't take a genius to understand. I'm gonna go with Onslaught. That's pretty simple. That dude's the bad guy. What? Whatever. All right. Then Sin's Past. What? Her and him? No. What? There's no. How dare you slap the memory of this character in the face. Okay, now get those feelings out of the way. I would go with Teen Tony after that, Arno Stark after that, this Avengers 200 after that. Oh, this is where it gets tough. You know what? King, Immortus, and Kang. That's easier to explain than Hyper Time. Hyper Time, believe it or not, is actually easier to explain than the Summers Family. Hawkman, forget it. That takes the top billing to explain to people, especially if I'm talking about like post-crisis Hawkman. Every time I'm talking about Hawkman on a video, I have to like cut myself off and go, that's enough. People can go Google or whatever they do these days. Watch a TikTok video on Hawkman by some 14-year-old kid that had to Google it and has AI create him a video and gets 1 million views. Whatever. I'm not jealous much. Just a 14-year-old kid going, man, that Hawkman guy's pretty cool.
Let's switch gears. Rahul read Batman Year 2. Definitely did not like the Batman's team up in there.
Rahul, you break my heart. That's okay. That's why Batman's a hero and we are not.
Giving it a chance.
I'm glad you like it. You did not like it. No.
Core Grim is saying, thank you for all you guys do. You guys influence new car career like me to buy 7+ Omnis. Oh, wow. I'm so glad that you're reading.
Read them, man. They're so good.
Yeah. Don't let them pile up and then not read them. Like, enjoy them. And me, I don't stick to one. I switch back and forth all the time. Do you think the DC compact price being so low could kill the drive for people to buy single issues for $4.99 instead of a whole run for $9.99? Except for Sector 12.
Example.
Oh, example. Sorry, I said except.
If they do it right, which they seem to be, they're going to be collecting old stories, right? So let's say you have the recent Green Lantern run. And you're like, I'll just wait for the DC Compact. How many years is that going to take, right? Not every story is going to be collected in DC Compact. I think they're going with classic stories. I think they're doing it right. Like, did y'all see that commercial? They're marketing right. They're going for that target audience that they haven't reached yet. And it's not like this is a genius move, right? We've seen this before by Marvel and DC. When the big manga boom happened in the early aughts, that's when we started getting the tsunami waves from Marvel. And that's when we got Mystique, we got Runaways, we got, what was the other one? Sentinel, and there was one more, Human Torch. And then they started to come out with these little digest-sized collections of them and put them next to the manga. So they have tried that before, and I always like to see comics succeed. I like to see new people in here reading comics and talking about comics. So anything is worth a shot, and I hope Marvel starts doing the same thing too. Again, they already have digest-sized books. They have Marvelverse books, but I want them to try these like little books. They're obviously like not for people like me in their 40s that need readers already to read normal-sized comics. Because let me tell you, that font and that Watchmen, good on you if you can read it. Good on you. That's a good eye test right there. I need to go to the eye doctor. Eye doctor, can you read that? No, I cannot. Then you need glasses, sir. Omar, hear me out. Thank you so much, brother. You should sell reading order bookmarks for omnibuses and oversized hardcovers to read multiple. Oh, brother, you've been asking me. Thank you for super chatting me. You could sell like 10 just for House of X. Oh my God, you're right. And the new 52 Omnis. Take my money. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Remind me to message Peter today at 9 p.m. I'm going to talk to Peter about this because I think with our powers combined, we can definitely do something.
We're not very something savvy. I can't think of the word.
Tech savvy. I just have to.
No, just.
Well, we could get like Heather to
promotional.
Yeah, obviously.
What's the word?
Like, I don't even talk about our spread shop. Like,
yeah,
every once in a while, I'll slide it into.
Ourselves, we're not very good.
Yeah, we suck at that.
So thank you.
I was wearing my Omni fan shirt, and somebody was asking, "Dude, where'd you get?" Like, somebody emailed me, "Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "Oh,
I wore my twice."
I was like, "We made it," but then they pulled it immediately. It was a limited print run, so I promise I will message him, and then we'll get something started. Okay. Thank you so much. Just got the Squadron Supreme Omnibus. The list of creators on it is mind-blowing. Are you a fan of Mark? Squadron Supreme? I love Mark Grunwald's Squadron Supreme. I know a lot of people compare it to Watchmen. I think Marvel actually marketed it like that. It's so different. I love that. You know, you have a dying universe. You have all these new characters with like real problems, right? Like you got characters that are like dying of cancer. I absolutely think it's like his magnum opus, and you know the story, right? Like he loved it so much. He loved it so much that he put his ashes in there, like into the print when he passed away, into the print run of the trade paperbacks. Which thank goodness to my buddy Chris for sending me a copy of it because I had accidentally given mine away.
Hey, Michael.
Michael, how you doing, buddy? And Chad, have a spectacular, amazing, and astonishing day. All three of those Spider-Man titles. Bookmarks are even better for paperbacks. Bookmarks ordered.
I do wish more books had ribbons. That'd be nice. I got lots of bookmarks. I'm like, it's in another room. I don't want to get it.
Well, and I also, because we're an LLC, I want to do everything right legally, right? Like, how can I?
Yeah, somebody said Alf and Pingu, but I don't think we could sell those, could we?
Right, like if you're making, because whenever you're making money doing something, you have to be careful. And I have followed. I mean, I don't do anything shady on this channel just because this is my livelihood. I can't mess with it. So I have to like be careful with like logos. Like anytime you're earning money, you know, you have to be careful. Even font.
So.
Oh, he remembers. JJ, my dude.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So we only had 3 days. School started Wednesday, so I'm giving it one more week and then we'll start it. I'm debating, like, maybe I won't tell them. And I'll just show the clip next Monday morning of me and
you're gonna be like, what is this? Are you on the news?
Really now. We've got some really good questions here.
Keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming.
And multiple people were talking about they want bookmarks.
Oh.
And X-Men's comic series, is Phoenix Saga the same thing as the Dark Phoenix Saga?
In the X-Men comic series.
They,
so Phoenix, well, it depends on how it's collected. In the Dark Phoenix Saga Omnibus, the Phoenix Omnibus, for example, has all the stories you need. I can't believe I'm promoting that book. Has all the stories you need to understand who Jean Grey is, how she got the power of the Phoenix, and how she got corrupted and became evil and became the Dark Phoenix. There are really two different sagas. The Phoenix Saga is the start of Jean Grey becoming the Phoenix, and then the Dark Phoenix Saga starts with the introduction of Kitty Pryde, so issue 128 all the way to 137, and of course the aftermath in 138. Now that has been collected in trade paperback. There are epic collections available of those too, which is where reading orders would come in. We can do epic reading orders because they're not called the Phoenix Saga, it's called like the Proteus Saga. So anyway, Omar, Mr. Beast got away with it. So what did Mr. Beast do?
I don't know, but we don't have billions of subs to get away with it.
Did Mr. Beast do something shady?
I
hope not.
Did he make a candy bar or something?
I thought he gives away money. I don't know anything about that man, but I think it's cool that
he's not somebody I watch.
I think it's cool that people are out there giving people.
Do you think they'll reprint Omni Wolverine? I got the X-23 Omni. Would like to read the next stories.
Yes. So write this down. You know how I just grabbed my phone and said, remind yourself in January to start asking me about the reprint poll. We do it every time at the beginning of the year, and you all get to vote for it. I don't recommend anything to Marvel about, reprints. It's up to the people now. So it is up to you all to vote for it. And I think that
an illegal lottery. Oh.
Illegal lottery?
Yeah, Mr. Beast got in trouble for an illegal lottery.
Like he was selling tickets?
Mr. Beast is currently called Mr. Fraud. I don't know. That's what Mr. Final Shadow said.
Yo, man. That's crazy. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know if do I care enough to research though? Like, I hope nobody got hurt. Question about the Silver Surfer and Doctor Strange Omnis coming out next year. I know the temporary titles volume 2 and 3, but you mentioned those are temporary. Are those good starting points? Oh, the Silver Surfer absolutely is. Like, volume 1, when it comes back to print, is freaking amazing. It's the John Buscema and Stan Lee run. Volume 2 is the Steve Englehart era. And that is so good because think of volume 1, him still being Herald of Galactus and being grounded on Earth. And this is where you are introduced to the character of Mephisto. Volume 2, he's kind of broken from that Herald role because Galactus now has a new Herald. And he's free to return to the spaceways, right? Perfect title.
Gonna be free.
So he gets to travel it actually starts really deep with him and like Galactus having a freaking conversation about life. Like, what is out there? What is beyond the cosmic side of things? And Galactus is like like that's how he kind of went. He's like, go check it out. And Surfer Norton's like, all right, man, I'm out. I'm gonna go drop by my house though, see my old lady. I ain't seen her for a while since I got all silvered up. Maybe she'll like this look. Anyway, thoughts on the new Kraven trailer? I'm surprised that Chameleon isn't the villain of this movie. It hasn't shown in the marketing yet.
Thank you for the.
Oh my gosh. Thoughts. Why? How are my first couple of words that I ask? How is this still happening? Can't these characters, because every time that characters are used by the Sonyverse, they can't be used in the Marvel universe. So any characters that have appeared in Morbius, whether you like these movies or not, though, Madam Web or Kraven, those villains cannot be used in the MCU. So it's like it has to be like a Spider-Man universe here, but we also don't even have a Spider-Man universe by Sony, so it's really strange. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not a fan of these Morbius, Madam Web. Whew, that one wrecked me. Morbius, pretty bad. Yeah, Morbius was pretty bad.
Let's see.
Am I gonna go see it? Absolutely. To go and review it with Amanda. There might be a chance that I love it. I don't even like the Venom movies, and people like the first. I think people really like the first one. I remember coming out of that movie going, I have no idea who this is for. You liked it more than I did. You liked the relationship between Eddie and Venom.
I don't necessarily want to watch it again, but I hate the way Venom talks, though. I don't like the symbiote. I don't like it. That's not the voice in my head.
And now you're making me laugh. Thank you for that. Adrian Montanes, ¿cómo estás, hermano?
I was looking to see if you wrote anything.
He wrote a super sticker.
He wrote yes, but I was going to see if there was like a comment that I could highlight along with it, but I'm not seeing it. So let me give you a GIF.
Circuit 42 is here. I had him on the show the other day.
Invincible. Maybe. Invincible? Come on. There you are. I wish I had a Scrooge McDuck GIF.
That's what we need.
Maybe I could.
The voice of Venom with James.
Who's James Mason?
James Mason's voice. Venom was trashy. We went for free and fell ripped. Is Eddie Brock still in the chat? He said hi earlier.
I wonder
if he liked it. Yeah, that was not
good. Eddie. And then, I miss Ray's. I haven't talked to Ray's in a while.
Dude, Venom.
Okay, this is how he feels.
Like a devil? Like, you liked it. You liked it. That's a smile. Venom did well, though. Like, it made a lot of money. I don't know who went to watch it, but if you like it, just like comic books, more power to you. I don't have to like the same thing you all do.
I do love Tom Hardy. I think he's a terrific actor, but
like a turd in the wind.
Oh my gosh.
That's poetry.
How long does it usually take to read certain collected editions? He
reads actually
quickly.
Here we go. I can show you.
Comics
so these are the ones that I just read. Now I got to work through Avengers. This is about a week's worth, but I don't like. I read this and I read like Dark Horse stuff. So to kind of give you an idea, since I've already read this, I do the same thing that I think I've shown on the channel before, where I'm just flipping through to kind of remind myself what happened in the story previously, what the story arcs are about. So that one's easy, right? Sentry I haven't read like at all, but this being a modern comic, it was quick. This took like less than an hour, actually probably less than 30 minutes. Thanos, this was solid, by the way. This one was pretty quick. Took this one about an hour to read. Amazing Spider-Man. This is the new Zeb Wells. I want to say this one took about 20 minutes or so to read. It wasn't very long. I read fast. Keep in mind.
Oh, I want to read this one.
Okay, but hold on. This is Cable with Fabian. You already read this.
Oh, those are the single issues?
Yeah, the single issues you got.
Oh, guys, this is good.
I love the cover they chose. It's the John Romita Jr. pinup that he had in the Cable book, but they just recolored it. This one took about an hour to read because I just really like the story.
You like 90s Cable,
and I've already read this a lot, so it was another one on this like, oh, what's going on here? Oh, this is Leaving the Ground Zero. It's got the Bernie Wrightson. Oh, it's got the Bernie Wrightson story. If you haven't read that, that is freaking worth it for this. For the artwork alone. So it depends on what kind of collection it is, right? If it's Silver Age, I always say I take a break in between issues to go and read something else. Sometimes I take a break in between story arcs. But keep in mind, I was raised in the 80s importing bootleg anime where the subtitles would flash sometimes and I would miss them. So I had to teach myself to read sentences. Have you ever seen the I know you all have seen the meme or the gif of like where the word like it's a sentence that starts with the correct letter, but then the letters inside of the sentence are all jumbled up, and it's like something like, if you can read this, then something you're using this part of your brain or something like that, but it's everything is misspelled. You're just glancing at it. And that's kind of like the way I do it. I'm not saying I'm Johnny Five in Short Circuit. You know how he's like input. What did he say? Wasn't it input? I think it's input. Whatever. I'm not like that, but I do read quick. If I really enjoy something and I feel like I missed part of it, I need to go back and reread. That's something I do. But listen, you don't have to read fast. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Just one more thing. You don't have to read fast. Enjoy the stories. Absorb them.
That's what.
This is my job, so I have to read fast.
I usually read slower to try to soak up the story more.
Get that money's worth, baby. Get that money's worth. Exactly.
So we have some, a couple of super chats. I just want to echo what Max said, that with this you don't have to know like Krakoa stuff. Like but you don't have to know fallbacks, which I don't. I haven't read it yet. I was going to read it in collected editions. It's young. I guess I am. It's young Cable and old Cable. And it was the first single issue I would read when I pick up my comics. And I can't wait to meet Fabian and ECS in person at New York Comic Con. I could get him to sign this. Yes. And not an Omni that's really heavy to carry around. So Living Vampire, thank you. Wait, you need, I'm going to use these skip again. There you go. You get Blake.
Well, I've already answered this one.
Oh, oops.
That's okay.
I mean,
do we have a Morbius skip?
No, we don't. Bruce, thank you for the super chat.
Venom made 800 million? How many times you go see in the theater, Bruce? Venom 2 made 500 million, a lot less. So hopefully that means 3. Save the Last. Is it called Save the Last Dance? Makes 42. Dude, you know people are gonna go see it though. Like I said, Venom wasn't for me. But I remember it making a lot of money, and I was really surprised because I thought it was going to tank. Number 5, I like Short Circuit 2 more.
Reading goes faster if you don't sweat comprehension. Yes. I love Calvin and Hobbes. When he cuts the ping pong ball in half and puts dots and he's going to go to sleep with ping pong balls on his eyes. He's like, oh, too interested. And Hobbes is like, I can't tell. I'm over here.
Didn't Homer do that too? Arya, you know better than to try to get me to take that bait. Was Punisher by Rucka delayed? I ain't answering that nonsense. I still love you.
Input need input.
Part of speed reading is also not reading out loud in your head. I can never. Yes, that's it. I don't like, when people ask me, like, do you use Kevin Conroy's voice every time you read Batman? Do you use, what is his name? Cal Dodd, the gentleman that did Wolverine's voice. Anyway, I don't do that. I never did. Even as a kid, I never did. every once in a while, maybe like Berserker Barrage will come out just because I want to make myself laugh. Yes, we will be at New York Comic Con. Who was that? Cat's Eye. Yeah, we're gonna be at New York Comic Con, and I cannot wait for that. I don't know if we'll do a panel or not. I just have fun, and I don't know if Bobby's here or not. But big thank you to Bobby too for letting us crash with him.
Did I say yes?
Probably.
We got through season 1 with the girls. Now we're gonna no, we started season 2 with the girls.
Song called Save the Last Dance.
Cosmo Shop time.
Yes, boss. So it's just called
Saturday Morning Fans, your boss.
Hold on a second. Hey Omar, did you see that they have a new graphic novel written by Ronda Rousey and drawn by Mike Deodato Jr. on Kickstarter? Any thoughts? My thoughts are, can I get Ronda on the show to interview her? Notice I just said she was UFC.
Okay.
You notice I just said Ronda, right? Like not Mike Deodato, who I really like his art. But no offense to Mike Deodato, if I have a chance to interview Ronda, then I get Ronda on the show, and maybe her friends can come along. Wrestlers, I mean UFC fighters. Hey, it's Ron from Alien. Thanks for the great video on the Valiant. Oh, hey, how are you, man? Thank you so much, dude. I love them. Every single of those books was so good, and I cannot wait for the second batch. Hope the video. I hope in the video I came across as I really dug these stories. I hadn't read them. I had never read those stories, and man, they were good. And I cannot believe that how fast they sold out in the past. So I'm glad that these are available in an affordable way for people to catch up on them.
So yeah, thank you.
MMA fighter, not UFC. That's the UFC. MMA.
I can vouch. I can attest to him enjoying it because I remember him reading him on the couch. He's like, "These are really good." Like, that's what he told me. And yes, actually, I want to start doing that. That's a good idea. That part cracked me up.
I'm gonna make a name for myself.
Okay. Cosmo Shop time.
All right. If you live in Canada and are interested in buying big books, check out our sponsor. This part of the segment is sponsored by BD Cosmos. They're based out of Montreal, Quebec. 25% off your order of 99 Canadian dollars or more. Free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order over 200 Canadian dollars or more. And if you don't have $200 yet, you can just tell them to hold your order until you get up to 200. Let them know Near Make Edition sent you their way, and you'll be automatically added to a $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers. And that is
BD Cosmos. With rewards and raffles, taking care of customers in Canada. Hey? Yeah, look at that. Let's go. I've added something.
Been enjoying the cross-chans on me. Not sure how these are doing. We're getting more. We really want Sojourn. Brian, I'll tell you a secret. One of the books I was supposed to announce was a cross-gen book, but it got delayed until further notice. I'm not going to say which one, but who knows? It might come back. I'm actually reading Mystic now. I forgot how much I enjoyed that universe too. The report regarding Sony characters being banned from the MCU is most likely false. Good. The same source made up multiple fake reports about the Batman too. Okay. I just thought it was written into their contract that they can't use the same characters, which in a way would make sense, right? Like although we did see not Venom, but Eddie Brock, didn't we? We did see Eddie Brock like in one of those. I can't even remember how bad these movies were.
It's hard to keep up.
How much?
Spencer, thank you for the super chat. How much of the new DC Finest line is already collected in an omnibus?
The Greg Rucka stuff by Wonder Woman, not in omnibus format, but coming in omnibus format. That's collected in there.
I'll let your brother in.
DC's Finest or the Flash. They did do that, right? They did do the Flash. Flash of Two Worlds. Superman Golden Age. Believe it or not, Batman Year 1 and Year 2 have not been collected in omnibus format in the past. And I think those are about the only ones. So just a handful have been collected in Omni or will be collected in Omni format. So not a lot. So that's awesome, man. Short Circuit 2 got dark. Oh, it's so good. Existential crisis for a robot. I love it. Do I listen to music when I read? Depends on actually, I do. Sometimes I need to be like in a fantasy mood. Like if I'm reading Swords and Sorcery or for Silver Age books, I notice I don't read. I don't know why. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Because I was reading or listening to some. I got big into Eurovision 2 years ago, so I started listening to Eurovision. Don't make fun of me. I don't care. So I was reading like Marvel trades, and when I got to the Silver Age book, I stopped. I had to turn my music off, and I don't know why. Maybe because I wanted to focus on the words more. I don't know. But I do try to put something on in the background at a low tone. So, yes, you're not alone. Okay, I didn't listen to a word Omar said in the overview, as per usual, but the art looks beautiful, so I'm glad You jerk. Please use your persuasion powers to make Marvel print an Alpha Omnibus. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be Marvel. It can be well, actually, I think Dynamite wants to go after that. Omar, what's the Batman reading order from Omnis from 2000 to 2010? We can just look behind me if you want to. So you got Road to No Man's Land, Grant Morrison's Paul Dini, Batman Hush, Batman and Robin, Batman by Snyder and Capullo 1 and 2, Batman Eternal, Batman and Robin Eternal, and that's it. That takes you to about 2010. Actually, way beyond 2010. Yeah, Mystic is good, man. I forgot how good it was. Omar, what gap is left to fill in between the Miller Companion and the wait, but Miller Companion isn't like that's the Born Again story. We got a little bit in between. I mean, one Fat Omni, but I think that stuff would have to be remapped. We saw a version of Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man. Now Rhino's in Craven. Different Rhino. Dana, I got your message, and I owe you a message. And thank you. Phil, how you doing, buddy? Busy day today, so I can't hang around. Just dropped in to say hi and leave a like. Have a great weekend. Phil, I hope you're doing well, brother. Nemesis the Warlock Volume 3 coming in March 26th. Volume 2 comes out next month. I actually, I've been talking to 2000 AD, buddy. Thank you. Because they were like, hey, we want to send you some books. But they started their email. They were so sweet. They were like, we love when you promote our books. I'm actually making an announcement for them next week, so you'll see me in a suit. They started their email with, we wanted to send you the Slain book, the slipcase, but pre-orders are sold out. And I thought that was so sweet of them. And I said, dude, it's good that books are selling out for you guys. That's what you want to hear. I want these books to sell out. You don't need my video, obviously, for that. You guys have it. And he was like, yeah, but we wanted to reach an American audience, and now we can't because they're all the pre-orders sold them out. So thank you, brother, for sending me a copy of that. Completely unexpected. There was another book that sold out. Was it it was the horror book. They were like, we did not expect the horror book to sell out. And that's awesome. So they're hoping to do reprints, maybe in trade paperback sometime. Peace, you two. Go in a comic store at White Plains. Good day. Good day, Cage. I hope you're doing well, brother.
I love how people are still talking about Short Circuit in the chat.
Short Circuit's amazing. Short Circuit 2 is better than Short Circuit 1. I don't care. What's your favorite Daredevil story? Mine is Born Again. Born Again is, I think, a lot of people's favorite. Man Without Fear is my favorite. I think it's a great origin story. I think the retcons that Frank Miller did in their work, and I don't think I've loved John Romita Jr.'s artwork as much as I love it. I think he draws the perfect Kingpin. Just like,
does he look like this?
I actually really like that.
No, I do too. I really dig this.
Like,
look how awesome he is.
Guns and bullets. That's the manliest Cable ever looked. And he's got a head full of hair there instead of like that
the
Widow's Peak that Liefeld gave him. Yeah, man, he's looking manly in that picture. Although the Widow's Peak was pretty cool too, though. Yeah, so I gotta go with Man Without Fear. It's my favorite. I think it's a great origin story, like he did with Batman Year One. And interesting enough, it was supposed to be a movie. So he was writing the script for a movie, and the movie failed, or it never came to fruition. And so he just decided to break it up into 5 different issues and write it as an origin story for Daredevil.
Mine's To Heaven Through Hell. That's my favorite.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It is good.
It's really good.
Because I like the way that. By the way, that's Zdarsky's beginning of Zdarsky's run.
The...
I like the way that he writes Daredevil as like an aging dude that is like realizes he's not as young as he used to be when he's like jumping on the rooftops and stuff.
Where's our picture?
It's behind the Joe Quesada. Amazing.
Oh, okay.
Read the Batman Blink and Don't Blink by Dwayne McDuffie storylines recently. What would you recommend similar to this? If you haven't read Injustice League by Dwayne McDuffie, go and find a copy. It is amazing. I don't know why that run is so underrated. That's like up there as one of my absolute favorite Justice League stories. It takes place, or it is the storyline right after Brad Meltzer leaves the book. He wrote the book for a little while. Rest in peace, man. That guy was so good. And there's a reason why he was the writer on Justice League Unlimited. He was perfect for that job.
Which version of colors do you prefer in Batman Year One? The original looked great during your overview.
That one's a tough question because the original one is the way that I remember him for years because I didn't get the trade paperback until I came back to comics in 2002. So probably original, just because that was the way I remember them. But if you've never read it, the new colors are beautiful. Just like I think like Swamp Thing the same way. Like original for me because that's the way I remember reading them, and my memory is triggered by those colors.
Yeah.
But the new colors are absolutely stunning.
Where is it?
The artist edition? Oh, I put it up.
Oh.
Because I wanted to read the intro and I read it. It's an awesome intro, by the way.
Hold it up.
It is huge.
Manuel was talking about like how
big it's on the thumbnail, yeah.
Aw. My favorite Daredevil.
Yes.
Claremont hasn't written yet. 40 years.
Yes, that one sold out. That one sold out, man. I'm glad. Like I like when books are selling out. That's wonderful. Like I think it's great when publishers are having that problem. I think it's a good problem to have from a business perspective. And selfishly, of course, I want them to print more. Yeah, that he could get quite absurd.
So, Arjun, just to let you know, I don't miss your comments on purpose. I'm just trying to spread the love.
Oh yeah,
yes. So totally, you get turns as well. Other people do.
She's a teacher, right? Yeah. So she's used to kids raising their hand and like needing
Predator, Alien, Omnis. If you had to pick one.
Alien Volume 1 and 2 are I'm sorry, 2 is sold out right now. But if you can get Alien 1, it is freaking awesome. If you love the movies and you want more of those kind of stories. I like Predator, but Predator never hit that level of Alien. Cable looks absolutely.
It looks like.
Sup, man? Just finished X-Men 97. What are your...
Somebody else did as well.
I actually did a TikTok with Tina on this. But all right, here we go. X-Men recommendations that I would recommend if you liked X-Men 97. Whew, here we go. Fatal Attractions. Coming back in omnibus format, but it's also available in Epic Collection. The Operation Zero Tolerance. That's the one that's hard to find because the OHC is out of print. They're not quite there with the Epic Collections. There is a out of print trade paperback that's cheap, and I would get Inferno. I love Inferno. That's one of my favorite crossovers, and just for the sake of maybe understanding the character, Bishop's Crossing is an Epic Collection. No Omni yet. Maybe one day.
Oh, Ryan, that's really cool.
I just bought a custom signed cable action figure from Rob Liefeld with a drawing of Deadpool from Rob yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, you're calling him Rob now, so you and Rob are best friends. What's up, Ryan? How are you, man?
How does Spirits asking, how many Daredevil Omnis do we need to fill the gap between Osinti's run and Bendis's run?
1, 2. Well, you mean Marvel Knights, right? Because Marvel Knights is what kicks off that run. Because that's got the Kevin Smith and Joe Quesada story. So we would need, and that's missing the Bob Gale issues, which are really good. We need Chichester would take a fatty, like a big one. 2, maybe 2 or 3, depending on how 2 or 3. So I grabbed the Aliens 2 Omni when it came out. So still can't believe it got such a small print run. I'm awkward?
Yes.
What would I say?
I love you.
No, we need to talk about this right now, as our therapist would say. What made me awkward?
Oh, because you were like, that would take a fatty.
Well, fat trade. These people know what I meant. Anyway.
Let's see. Watcher Supreme is asking, do you think Marvel will release a volume 2 to the Black Panther the early years Omni to complete Don McGregor's run?
I hope so. Yes, and we need that run completed.
Juan, what type of stories do you like? Because you're asking what Omni should I read for beginners.
Who are your favorite characters?
Yeah.
Like from movies or whatever, or who are you interested in?
And Clayton, I'm lucky because it's not my choice, but it's part of the curriculum. The text that I have to teach, that it's the Odyssey, but it's the graphic novel version that the freshmen use. Oh shoot, what is the creator's name? I cannot remember.
Chris Claremont.
No. But I would love to share more in creative writing this year, perhaps. I mean, I'm always talking about comics, and even we watched Into and Across the Spider-Verse in film studies, and I brought in my Spider-Man comics. I'm like, anybody want to read them? A couple kids did.
Oh! Thank you so much, my buddy Tyler, who has his own YouTube channel. You know who's exposed? This guy right here, who is a walking X-Men knowing machine, is also suggesting E for Extinction. Yes. That is also another one that you can read it because they did adapt it. And I think, man, that was rough to watch. Like, it was good.
Oh, no, I will not share this. Did you read the Image series, ODY?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, a long time ago. They made it. I never picked up the hardcover, though, for some reason.
Kane says, I know I was watching Omar's reading order, and after the Uncanny X-Men Volume 4, he sent a video to read the New Mutants Omni Volume 2, but I'm confused because there's Volume 1 and 2. After
Volume 1, after Volume 3, you can read Volume 1 of the New Mutants. Volume 4, you can read, or actually Volume 5 you can read, because I think when I made that, I don't think there was a Volume 5 yet. After Volume 5, you can read New Mutants Volume 2, because it's got the Asgardian Wars in there.
Oh, bye, Bo. Good night.
Good night, brother.
And thanks, James, for sharing that link.
I have decided if we ever get an X-Men by Chuck Austin Omnibus, I will take that as a sign to quit buying comics. Don't say that, Bruce. No, you won't. No, you won't, Bruce. You will happily place it on your shelf right next to your Peter Milligan and Grant Morrison. Hey, Mark. Omar.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thanks, buddy. I don't know if you remember talking about this last night, but I would still like to eventually see a short video comparing the mappings of X Factor 1 and I actually remember that. I may make that into a separate quick video. Would that work? Okay, well, never mind. I'm sorry. You know me. It ain't going to be quick. I'm going to be like, well, if it was up to me, I think I would have put this issue of X Factor. Anyway. But thank you for the super chat, my brother. I do remember.
Thank you, Adrian. MK fan, how are you doing? It's been reading the last book you'll ever read.
By Colin Bunn? Oh, I haven't read that yet. I'm a fan of Bunn. Like, 9 times out of 10, I have enjoyed everything that man has written. And that is a good, like, considering how many books that man writes.
Oh, yeah, pretty good Caden. Watched X-Men movies for the first time.
Oh, good.
It was awesome. So I get into it. How's your dad been this week? Thank you, Logan, for asking.
Knock on wood, he's had a good week. We went to the doctor to get his checkup. His dialysis seems to be helping. He's gonna have a procedure done where he has a defibrillator pacemaker, so they have to take that out to put it back in. They were hoping that they would do this other, not experimental procedure, but it's like a wire that would help the pump of his heart, because his heart isn't the strongest. But unfortunately, he's not a candidate.
Here's Tiger Eyes of the famous Tiger Eyes poll, y'all.
Thank you, buddy. Kurt Music used to say there are no bad characters, only bad writers. But what are some A-B level characters you cannot get behind? My goodness. Is Bar still here?
Mm-hmm.
Harley Quinn peaked at Mad Love. I love making that woman mad. Who's a character I don't like that people just love? Oh, that's where that came from. Somebody misquoted me. I'm not the biggest fan of Gambit, but I remember somebody was Gambit. I never liked Gambit. Like, even shut up. Now, my least favorite X-Men is still Stacey Eggs or Maggot, but Gambit.
Ice cream.
I don't know.
Thank you, Logan.
I mean, there's so many lame characters. Those are easy to pick, but you have to pick like a popular character. People are like, oh, I want that movie. Oh, I want that comic. Why doesn't he have his ongoing series? I gotta go with Gambit in the Marvel universe. I never he was just okay. Fabian Nicieza wrote some great stories, but he was just okay even in those stories. DC. Who's a character that people like at DC? Like Harley Quinn actually has some good stories.
Oh, I thought your eyes said Deadpool. No.
But who?
Professor X.
DC. I'm like, I don't get it.
And you said you have good taste in comics.
Who said that?
I'm sorry. You said that Barr has good taste in comics.
Don't.
Oh, no. You said you didn't like the Trial of Gambit, not Gambit himself.
I hate that story. I hate you, Tyler. No, I hate that is one of the biggest retcons that I've hated in comic books. Who's a character at DC though? Hold on a second. That I'm like, I don't roll my eyes, and I'm happy for people that like.
Oh
just like
no,
Gambit.
he likes Booster Gold.
Oh, I love Booster Gold. That's my dude.
Oh, Adam doesn't. Booster's awful.
What, dude? Booster's awesome. I love Booster. Michael's awesome. He's a great character, especially when it's him and Ted.
Kyle Rayner.
Shut up. Kyle Rayner's the greatest Green Lantern.
Tiger, I said Red Hood.
You know, actually, I think Red Hood might be there. Like, I liked him as a villain more.
Okay, I kind of like the Batman Who Laughs.
Batman Who Laughs is awful. I
I
agree with that. That's a bad character. Is he popular though? I think Red Hood might be the answer. Red Hood.
Oh, Red Hood, the person who's on this chat, Red Hood.
Oh, my bad. Who's in that?
Yes.
I can't believe y'all are hating on my poor Kyle Rayner. You all just mad because he's half Latino. And I found out the same way you all did too.
Anybody of any race can be annoying.
That's a good quote. Anybody of any race can be annoying.
Look, Omar, no, why would you say
I'm
that?
so sorry, Red Hood. You overstayed your welcome, not you, the character. Like, how did you get in your own ongoing series? And then on top of that, you got like a reboot with
Do you
Outlaws.
like Adam X?
Yes.
Why don't you admit it loud and proud?
Yes, I do like Adam X. I'm a child of the 80s and 90s. Of course I like Adam X. The Extreme, baby. His name was Extreme, and he had like blades coming all over out of his costume.
Penance is pretty extreme as well. Except
No,
the blades are going
you almost made me cuss, Melanie. That is a lot different. That dude was emo. Underrated DC heroes. Bouncing Boy, you're a Legion of Superheroes fan. Batman Who Laughs is very popular. That's why he kept coming. Okay, well, then I guess if I had to pick between him and the Red Hood, then it'd be the Batman Who Laughs. Cyborg.
Azrael's so incompetent.
Azrael just, I think outside of somebody like Dennis O'Neil and Chuck Dixon, I don't think people wrote that character properly. Every time they try to reboot him, it's like, give him his old costume back. That's what made it popular.
Better control over that ring than Hal ever did.
Yo, my man. Speaking facts here. Yes. I was joking about the Kyle Rayner. Okay. Well, Batman Who Laughs Batman Who Laughs and Gambit should have their own comic book.
Oh, I would read that.
Of course you would.
That's so random.
So stupid. I hated Superman Prime until Metal, Dark Metal tie-in issues. Yeah, Superman Prime grew on me.
Your voice character comedies. That would be fun.
But see, somebody's my worst characters is somebody's favorite character.
Oh, yeah,
and I don't want to
totally.
like hurt people's feelings and
like I could totally see how Deadpool would get on some people's nerves, but I love Deadpool. I can see how They Might Be Giants gets on some people's nerves, but I love They Might Be.
We got this one.
Oh, it did.
I call Bruce out. I don't believe that. I will fly to his house and make I want proof.
I got yeah, we got that one too. Okay. This Bruce. Okay,
Harley peeked in Batman and Harley movies. Bar still here?
Yes.
Or she and Nightwing did the deed. What? Waiting to see if Bar takes the bait. I don't remember that. I don't. Well, okay. I haven't seen it.
Perfect for that.
That's taunt. True. That's taunt. I don't remember that.
All right, baby. Berserker Akira.
Should I start with Berserker Akira? Well, it depends, right? Can you handle lots of violence? And I mean, it's got mature content. Akira's great. I don't know. It depends on what you like. You like fantastical stories with a character that has the weight of the world on his shoulders. And I mean, there's graphic content in there, though. And it's like sexual assault on everybody, not just women. So just a fair warning. Everybody, when demons are roaming the earth,
it's about
they don't discriminate.
It's about perseverance.
Yeah. Now, if you can get past that stuff, I go with Berserk.
Evil things happen.
Yeah. when I say the Bat family, the entire Bat family, they're two alike. I get why people enjoy them, but too much to say.
Yeah,
see, like I see
but
a big
I do
difference
like
between
how Zdarsky writes the Bat family. Like, there's heart to it.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to what Kurt Busiek said. Like, it depends on the writer. There's a huge difference between Tim Drake and Dick Grayson. Huge, and of course, Batman, like Bruce Wayne. I have Roger Stern's Spider-Man Omni. Is that going to be eaten up by other Omnis that double dip soon? Not soon. Not for a few years. Kira will be cheaper.
Yeah, that's a good point, Scott.
Point.
It is cheaper and done. Is it just me, or is Blink and Mara underused in X-Men books?
I don't want to spoil things, but how have they not? Like, Blink was one of the coolest concepts that come out of the Phalanx Covenant crossover. And we saw the potential of Blink in the Age of Apocalypse. Why didn't she immediately come back?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And do you want us or Dark Fantasy? Yeah, it's a good point too. Oh, I showed it. Yeah, the
lack of the ending is the only thing that puts me in. But here's the thing: if you like American comics, I hate to say it, they don't have an ending either. I don't care what they publish. Batman the end, Wolverine the end. There is no ending. These characters will outlive all of us. And that's okay. The struggle remains and the journey continues. And that's the way I feel about Berserk. It will always be there. Guts will always be fighting. I don't want to spoil who or what, because that's the way life is. It's a constant struggle. So I hope you still read it, though. Don't let that put you off.
Did I get your super sticker at the very beginning?
I think you did.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
so we'll look at Elon's and then do Walt's ad, because Elon says,
Omar, I have heard a rumor that Omnidog will root beer your Walt's comic shop exclusive. I've tried to stop him. The man cannot be reasoned with.
Oh no, he's out of control.
I hope he does, and it gets finally canceled, just like those Batman dudes try to cancel him for root bearing that one Batman. What was the Batman book that he root beered?
He root beard.
It's a verb, because he did. I can't remember what the Batman man they called. He felt bad. They called him, why didn't you donate that?
Which that is a very good point. And he stopped, right?
Yeah, he stopped because he stopped
root beering. And you got caffeinated comic fan on that one.
That's what I do, man. That's what I do.
Walt's Comic Shop.
Yes, Walt's Comic Shop. This segment is brought to you by Walt's Comic Shop. They're based out of Berlin, Germany, and no storefront yet. But they do have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping rates of €12 for all EU countries. And if you tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way, or just use the code Near Mint Condition, all one word, at the checkout, you get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over €40 or more. And they do have books, like books of the month. And right now they have, let me make sure what they have. Haven't changed. Why didn't that change? Give me 1 second. Let me make sure that I got the right books. So right now the deals are Birthright Deluxe Edition Book 1, €44.99. Batman by Tom King Book 1, trade paperback, €34.99. Absolute Promethea, the 2025 edition, €69.99. Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 6, both covers are €69.99. Vinland Saga Volume 5, €37.50. Blue Lock Season 1, the Manga Box Set, it's €49.99. Heaven's Official Blessing. This is the manga stuff, by the way. Deluxe Hardcover Volume 1, €19.99. And The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess Complete Box Set,
Volumes 1 through 11, exclusive poster sale price, €84.99. Irregular price, $129.
I didn't know that was coming. Well, breaking news, everybody. Thank you, Walt. Breaking news to me. That's awesome. I've been hoping for. I hope they're hardcover. I gotta figure it out. And that's
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting, ting, ting.
Man, you ting the heck out of that jingle.
Somebody said they wanted it as their what are words? Notification sound. Juggernaut, thank you for the super chat. Would the Blackstone Saga Spidey Omni be a good follow-up to Uncle Stern's book? Yes, I know the answer because you said it last night. If so, what could follow after that book? Thanks for what you do. Good, sir.
Thank you so much. 100%. Now, there isn't a book immediately after that for Amazing Spider-Man, but you could get Web of Spider-Man Omnibus, which are the stories that follow up this omnibus, and will include Kraven the Hunter.
Max feels alive.
Wait, somebody has the answer about the Twilight box set.
Okay.
Oh, I want to see. Why does Max feel alive? Why does he feel alive? What's up?
I think because of the ting.
The ting? The ting. Here comes the ting. I want Melanie's ting to be my
look, that you said it. Oh, and Carson, they did. Is what happened to the storefront in Berlin?
They're closing it temporarily, so they will open it back up. That is the weirdest thing I've heard. Does Walt sell root beer? Do they have root beer? Is that racist? Wait, do I assume that they don't have root beer in the EU? We don't have it in Peru because it's nasty.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with race. I like root beer every once in a while. Okay, Final Shadow, the Twilight box set is not hardcover. I had on my wish list for a while now.
Really? But come on, Viz. All right. I'll still get it. My wallet says thanks too. You're welcome.
Oh,
it's like the Punisher of the DC.
Let me go up to this first.
Okay, I'm a huge Red Hood fan. And to be fair, it seems that sooner or later, every person who was a Robin ends up getting their own. That is true. Good point. So it makes sense that Jason would too. I just liked him as a villain more. If they had kept him as a villain in an ongoing series, I guess like the Punisher, it could work. I wasn't a fan of Red Hood and the Outlaws. I did like Red Hood Outlaws though. After that first omnibus, it got better. Root beer is hard to find in the EU. See?
Is the Black Suit Omni between the Stern, Michelini, McFarlane, or is there more of a gap?
Is the Black Suit Omni between? No, the Black Suit Omni follows Roger Stern, and it's before the Michelini McFarlane. There is enough for another omnibus after that too. Inca Cola forever. Yes, hermano. Look at you flipping tables.
Yeah, Inca Cola. Oh, let me tell you, I hated it at first. And then I drank it while eating black beans and rice. And I was like, oh my gosh, the soda is delicious. And that's all it took. I just need to actually eat it with the food I'm supposed to be eating it with.
That's right. She became a little more Peruvian that day.
What's Sarsi?
No, we don't. I don't know. Oh. Sarsi, no. Root beer is hard to find. Omar, what are your odds? What are the odds of Quicksilver Omni featuring his shenanigans in House of M, Son of M, Silent War, and late odds X Factor with a Quick and the Dead one shot? So many of those. An omnibus of Quicksilver? Is he enough of a character to get an omnibus though? Like, is he a big enough popularity?
And Jimmy also bought an Inca Cola through it after a sip.
You are a monster.
Drinking bubble gum, and that's why I didn't like it. But you pair it with black beans and rice. And
it's like you guys have like cream soda here in America, right?
Yeah, it's like
no milk today because we tried to go to the post office yesterday, but they were already closed.
Yeah. He has not. He hasn't been back to Peru.
No, my brothers and my mom have been back, but my dad and I have not. Omar, when does your exclusive cover come out? And is only CGN will have the US covered. So CGN, BD Cosmos in Canada, and the EU, it's Walt's Comic Shop will have the Extremity Year Mint Condition cover. I'm trying to think of when it comes out. I'll have to ask. I know that FOC was 2 weeks ago, so they did order. It is limited though. Oh gosh, I don't want to drive FOMO. It's got a smaller print run because it had to.
Yeah,
and it costs more money to make than the regular version. So please, buy the one you want. I don't get any money out of this. Like we're not at near mint condition. I turned down, their wonderful offer, but I feel like they're taking a bigger gamble by spending more money. So October 8th is what James is saying. Thank you, James.
Thank you. And Red Hood went to Peru.
Not that long ago. Absolutely loved it. And I loved Inca Cola. Yeah, man. That's up. That's what's up, brother.
Well, but it's still not up for order, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought the cutoff date was.
Cutoff date is, but they can still pre-order if they have enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Just like when it comes in, they can order it. Like some people wait for the book to come in. So.
Oh.
I would include in that Quicksilver, I just thought he had his own series for a while that ran during the whole Magneto thing. So I think that would be important. There was a crossover too.
Quicksilver. I was digging that.
Hi, Omar, Melanie. We are getting another Batgirl. I saw that. What do you think about my favorite Batgirl getting her own ongoing series? Absolutely. I'm in, man. Kane, thank you. He's doing better, buddy.
Yeah.
He's doing, and we're going to be at New York Comic Con again. There's a trade of Quicksilver's 90s series post onslaught, kind of interesting misfire. Yes, I agree. And I think I would include it. That's the one I was talking about. They could do the Children of Magneto and do a Scar. I would love, actually, if you watch Map My Ex, we mapped the Scarlet Witch Omnibus. Love that series. How do you not get paid for something with your name on it? Just because I wanted to sell. I want them to succeed, and you know, it's cool. If this becomes a thing, then maybe later I can look at it again. You know, it's cool. Omar, can you recommend Wolverine stories from 2000s onward that show his fatherly side of Wolverine to Bar? Just to Bar? Outside of X-23 and Wolverine and the X-Men. I don't know any really. Well, in the aughts, he was kind of a solo character. Astonishing X-Men, I think that's a good one. Because him and Armor like have a really good relationship. So maybe that one. What'd you say?
I was answering Max.
Oh, okay. I heard Vagabond is getting.
Oh no, wait. Do you have any other recommendations?
I was trying to think. Like, I don't think so.
Wolverine by Greg Rucka, the Wolverine Jubilee miniseries.
God, no, I would never recommend that to anybody.
Well, Circuit 42 said definitely. Wait, Wolverine is Bar's father?
I did not like that Wolverine and Jubilee mini, honestly. But maybe Ian's right. Maybe there is something there for somebody. I just wasn't a fan. I'm trying to think. Like, they really try to make him a solo character, mainly because of the way that the movies were portraying him. Right? In the movies, we didn't really see outside of the whole little thing with Rogue at the beginning of X-Men 1, the father side to him.
Logan's laughing.
Yeah. I heard Vagabond is getting a deluxe hardcover. How will this affect it being collected in if the story continues? Why flag to the story being finished? I don't know if you'll finish it, honestly.
Thank you for the
I love that story, so I'll be getting the deluxe hardcovers. I have the 3-in-1s right now. It will be probably released like Evangelion whenever they did the Evangelion Big Viz. Remember, like, you have 4 fatties and then 1 thin trade. That's probably the way they will do it. The Uncanny X-Men stories with Kitty and Wolverine. But he's talking about in the 2000s.
Yeah, Logan was trying to recommend the Wolverine books, but then realized he doesn't read anything from the current millennium.
Oh, and Bar only reads things from the current millennium.
If Nick
Barucci,
thank you, Dynamite, get out. Will you ask to be in one of the variant covers? Oh my gosh, that would be awesome! That would be awesome.
No, if Nick gets the Alpha Omnibus, I'm gonna let Melanie put the suit on and announce that.
Oh yeah, you will.
I will happily step away from the camera. Omar, have you read the Granville comics? I saw Omnidog's video about crime stories, and that one interested me. No, I haven't, but I've read some of his recommendations, like Miss Tree. Big fan of that series.
If Alf gets an Omni, would you draw the back cover for it? Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes, but you don't want to know what my drawing would be.
Oh yeah,
it would be my take on that seal cover.
Okay, I love the spines on the Vagabond Viz Bigs. I'm not sure.
I do too. I'm a big fan of those spines as well, brother. I like the big Viz books, like the Dragon Ball Z and the Dragon Ball. Even though I have the box sets, I love those books. They're wonderful. Wolverine First Class is the Kitty Pryde. Oh, that was good. I do like that. But no to the Wolverine and Kitty series.
Doesn't read.
She doesn't do Claremont.
When do we get another Family Silver Age Marvel book review?
Silver Surfer is the next one, and we're actually planning that hopefully this week. And I miss talking comics with my kids. It's just that they got, they're growing up and they're getting busy doing their own things, and I have to remind them, like, y'all still got to read comics. Get your butts down there and do your thing.
Actually, Alicia's not feeling good.
Yeah.
When are you doing the
What's up, Danny?
Prelude?
A week before it comes out. So it takes me like, a little bit to read these books. Right now I'm going through Mystic and X Factor. So a week before the book comes out. So I think next Monday, because this Monday is Iron Man Volume 3. Next Monday, and Scott Pilgrim, the box sets. And then next Monday will be X Factor and the the Mystic.
Do you know which is the best place to start reading Green Arrow? Also, do you have a reading order that you would suggest for me to follow?
Kevin Smith's Green Arrow Quiver is amazing. And I know people are like, well, it's a weird story because he's coming back from the dead and it just doesn't make sense. It's DC. It's comic books. People come back from the dead all the time. You're smart enough to figure out what happened and how he's able to come back. Oh, it's so good. Brad Meltzer's run is solid. Chuck Dixon's run is solid. But really, right now, if you like Omnis, Mike Grell's Omnibus Volume 1 gets the best, like, jumping on point for the character. If you want, like, the more Arrow type of character, you go for the New 52 era of Arrow. Available in trades only.
I'm kind of
my nephews are more into manga than American comics. They really are into One Piece and Naruto right now. As long as they're reading, keep them reading, man, and slide in a couple Western comics in there too. When you're giving them Christmas gifts too. Nothing wrong with expanding their minds into some different universes.
Is Long Hunters a good starting point?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the Mike Grell one.
Oh, okay.
Hunters.
Jeff Lemire's.
That's
Jeff Lemire did Green Arrow?
He did Green Arrow, the New 52 era. I was kidding about including House of Ben in the fourth Omni. Good Lord, I take it all back.
Oh, thank you, Hogan.
You have cursed yourself.
Bear Grylls Omni?
It's the guy that goes out in the woods. Hello, Omar, Melanie. Hola desde Mexico. Do you know anything about the Astro City Omnibus? I know it's been delayed. It's still coming. I don't know if there's going to be any further delays, but it is still going to come. Omar, thank you for the Joe Q interview. Chris, always love seeing you show up, man. You and your Transformers avatar. Always loved his art, and his era of Marvel was really good. Yeah, I was talking a little bit about that yesterday to my AMA. That is one of the most disliked videos on the channel. Yep. And a lot of it comes from people that don't watch my stuff. They just wanted to show their hate. And that's cool.
That's cute.
I love, you all know how I feel about One More Day. I hate that story. But I love talking to people with a difference of opinion, because that is how we learn, right? That's how we keep this going. And I enjoyed that interview. I love learning these things about behind the scenes and how it works. Speaking of characters not remaining dead, I just read 1998's X-Men 37, where Nate Gray, I forgot about that, brings the Gwen Stacy of Age of Apocalypse to Peter Parker. Pretty moving stuff, at least for us old fellas.
That sounds interesting.
That's a series that hasn't been properly collected, surprisingly so.
Rank the Lanterns. Kyle, Alan, John, Hal, Guy.
Kyle, Hal, John, Guy, Alan. Sounds like somebody's name here in Kentucky.
So who did you really say?
Bear Grylls Omni. What did I say? I don't know.
Mike Grell. Okay, that's what you said.
Over the next Evergreen debate needs to be It is. We're gonna do the next Evergreen in September. Will be Spider-Man Omnis. And I have people that have been watching our Evergreens have been it's awesome. That I had a lot of messages from people that want to be a part of that one, or want to be a part of the Evergreen from time to time. So I have a list of people that we can put on the panel. And then we're gonna do one. Oh no, we're doing Marvel events next. That's gonna be fun. What are the 10 Marvel events you keep us Evergreen? And that one's sure to rock the house. Is that still saying? What do you kids say?
Sure. I'm not a kid.
That one's gonna get that one's gonna turn people up. What's the last book you've read? Novel? The last novel?
Yeah, this morning I read Full Metal Alchemist Volume 4.
There is a wonderful book that is coming out. It's being kickstarted, and I'm still on the fence about this. It's called Omega Reign. It's by Bill Coffin, and it's like a fantasy. It's a novel, and Raid is publishing, and it's going to be a Kickstarter. Or a backer kit. But it is the story of Bill's writing this for his brother that committed suicide, and it's his connection to comic books. And they were asking me if I would, promote it on the show, and because I feel like that is something we don't talk about often, mental health and connecting.
I disagree. Maybe you're saying you'd like to do it more, but we don't shy away. We talk about it.
Well, as a community, we don't, because we like to talk about happy things, but these horrible things happen. and I don't know how to work it in because I talk about graphic novels, but I would love to talk to him, and I haven't gotten back to them.
Wait,
yet.
so is it a prose book?
It's a novel, yeah.
It's an okay.
So I started reading the first 2 chapters, and because they sent me a digital copy to check it out, and I was like, I could actually finish reading this because I got immediately into the people in the book.
What was the name?
It's called. Let me just make sure I have the whole title. It's called Omega Reign, REIGN, by Bill Coffin. It deals more with like heroes and their epic pursuits and stuff like that. And I may have Bill on the show.
But even though it's prose, it's about
comics.
Superheroes.
Yeah, because they both connected over comics.
There you go.
But you know, like they were asking me, they're like, I don't know if this is for you or not, but we'd love to spread the word. So I think I may still. I need to get it. I didn't get it. Well, YouTube likes to demonetize anything about suicide. Oh, nice. Of course they do. Of course they do. So
I haven't read.
I don't know if I still haven't replied back. Because I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. And Circuit 42 is asking you to.
I'd love to learn more about this. Yeah, buddy. I probably will. Yeah. Max, you're a treasure despite your wrong opinions. What did Max say? What was it that he said? Max has some awesome opinions. Him and I share some, and then others not so much. Now I'm singing Phil Collins. Where's our Phil Collins guy? I miss that guy. What was his name? Kyle? What's his name? Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's
drumming away. Tyler will pick all the X-Men events.
Marvel.
If you do a manga evergreen, I would like to join for that one.
Oh, you want to do a manga evergreen? Yeah, that one's going to be completely different because that one will be like me and everyone you haven't seen on the panel yet because no one in that group likes manga. So it'll be me, Maddie, Tina, Josh wants to be in that. And I think Gio, I'll try to get Riley. Worst movie theater bathroom break.
This is an awesome random question. Thank you for this.
Anytime Amanda gets a freaking supersized Diet Coke and I'm sitting next to her and I'm like,
restroom before the movie starts though.
No, she goes in the restroom like during the movie and I'm like, don't you get up. Don't you get up. You're going to mess up the scene for me.
You'll be fine. You're fine.
No. I like to lose myself in the movies.
Have you ever used a bathroom and you missed something like really important?
I've never used the bathroom in the theater. You know I haven't. How many times have you been to the theater with me and I've left? Even in 3-hour movies.
Remember.
I'm like Dennis controlling his blood pressure. I'm like that with my bladder. You shut your mouth, bladder. You're gonna hold still. Omar, does Alien Books have the rights to reprint 90s Valiant comics or their right issues? Loving the Valiant Heroes universe. They have been. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Mad Genius. They did reprint. They've been reprinting there's omnibus editions of Archer and Armstrong. They did a Ninjak one. So they do have the rights. They're just slowly putting them out there. But they want to focus on the 2012 era of Valiant.
You are so Eminem.
You got Eminem vibes for that. I was about to cut. Dana, thank you. Go to the bathroom during your movie is unthinkable, right? Like, what? People go pee before you come in here or do your business before you come in here. We're here to lose ourselves in the movies, not take a pee break every freaking 10 minutes because you can't control your bladder. Diet Coke over Coke Zero.
Nope.
Sure, man.
Coke
whatever
Zero.
Floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Feels sorry for the dude who's sat next to them. See what I mean, Bar? Small bladder.
Any word on Agent Venom on me?
No, but it is in my next week. I'm kicking off my Most Wanted Omni, so you'll see the return of the cowboy hat for the 2 people that like that. And yeah, I do those every year, and I map them out. It's a lot of fun. I love doing those. So that's in there. Agent Venomnibus is in there.
Omar trying to take Nicole Kidman's AMC promo.
You go to the bathroom after the movie ends, right? Look at you people. There's some well-educated people in the chat, and people with small bladders that can't help themselves. I'm sorry. By the way, guys, is it a good deal to get Batman Rebirth Deluxe Edition Book 1 by Tom King for $19? Yes, it's a good deal. The problem is that a lot of those are out of print, so it might be $19 for Volume 1. Volume, I think 4. One of those is well over $100. But the thing is, we know an omnibus is coming out. So if you can hold strong like your bladder during a movie.
You are promoting bladder infection.
Free the bladder. Whatever.
Oh, you people. What do you mean, you people? Oh,
I said what I said. Shonda Sook.
Oh, you don't see Omnidog taking bathroom breaks during his 4 to 5 hour streams. Mic drop.
I've been to his house. You know what he's got under. He's got that pan underneath him.
How about a video about Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman?
Oh, I know. We actually did an old reader, new reader on Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman. I love that era, man. That was my Wonder Woman. That's my favorite run on Wonder Woman. I cannot wait for that omnibus. Maybe we'll do another. We need to do a follow-up to that because there were 2 parts to the Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka. I hope you're excited about it, though. I like that question. Worst movie theater bathroom breaks. Anytime I'm interrupted.
I don't think I've got a good story.
All right, listen to Danny, though. This is for real.
All right.
He looks like a doctor, but he's actually Tony Stark. When your body asks you to pee or anything, obey. Don't be dumb. Like Omar. Health first. Yes.
But
I added like Omar.
Kane, you're like my daughter.
Me and my public restrooms do not mix. They are disgusting. I will hold it. I was like that when I was younger. Kane.
Yeah.
I would not go to the bathroom.
I'm like, how can you go the whole day at school without using the restroom?
I have self-control. I may have health issues now.
Hey, it's Kenny Porter. Just dropped.
Oh, hey, man.
We're both doing well.
Kenny's a comic book writer. He's working at DC now, writing You did that Superboy, man. I'm a big fan of Kenny's work. He's sent me a couple of trades in the past. I've done overviews of. Really good guy. I want to have him on the show too. I just need to schedule. Hey, Kenny, you gonna be at New York Comic Con? Is this a real Kenny Porter though? Because the last time I trusted somebody.
Kenny Porter, what's your favorite donut?
Are you on a treadmill, Kenny?
For some reason, we know the answer. I stopped reading Spidey comics after one more day. Can you sell me on Brand New Day era? Is it as inconsistent, even more so than pre One More Day comics, as everyone says? Last night he said that it's like lighthearted.
Yeah, it's a different era for Spider-Man. It's a different Spider-Man than pre One More Day. It really reminds me of 70s Spider-Man because I kind of read those almost back to back, like that goofiness and that uncertainty that comes with the freedom of being single and young, but you're also a superhero. So if you like, when he was going to university.
Oh,
you won't, man. Well, then I'll have to have you on the show before I go to New York Comic Con. I said going to university because I had Blake on the channel and she said going to university, and I was like, I love when people say that.
How good is Ed Brisson's Ghost Rider?
It's okay. I actually like Benjamin Percy's more. I actually like Benjamin Percy's run more. My favorite donut is raspberry jelly filled. I'll email you about being on the show.
Never had a raspberry jelly filled donut.
With a new book announcement. Absolutely, brother. I'd love to have you on, man. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for answering the donut question.
Viva Peru, carajo. ¿Cómo estás ustedes? What do you think of Mike Grell's John Sable freelance comic? Loved it. I heard they made a show from it a while back. I never saw it. I know that they did a Kickstarter for volume 1 and it's sold out, just like that Faust hardcover. And they don't plan on reprinting Faust 2 because I asked the creators and nope. Now with John Sable, they are going to reprint volume 1 when the Kickstarter for 2 goes live. I like to have Mike Grell on the show. I really enjoyed talking to him. Worse, you pick a slow spot in a movie to go, only to miss one of the most important parts of the movie.
Is there enough content for a Midnight Suns on me?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, John didn't like Ed Brisson's Ghost Rider.
Yeah, what's
the best one then?
Oh, come on. That's 80s and 90s. I'm going to go with Howard Mackey's run. So good. I actually, believe it or not, I'm not a fan of Jason Aaron's Ghost Rider. I know people love it. I think to me, it was too much like Preacher and not enough of the things that I liked about Ghost Rider. And I like when people are trying new things, but it just didn't work on me. Oh, that's one thing. You drink beer at the rock festivals and you get stuck. I remember I told my brother, I'm like, we are not leaving this spot because I want to be right up next to Smashing Pumpkins when they come live. So we had to go through like Papa Roach, which did an awesome job. We went through like who was it that we saw? Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Thank you for that. Yeah. So we saw Public Enemy. they were all on the same stage. So I was like, oh, cool.
I wasn't.
And we kept getting closer and closer. And I'm like, I am getting to Smashing Pumpkins by the end of the night. And we did. We made it all the way to the end of the night. No restroom use. I think everybody else left except for me and Tommy. We're the last man standing. Favorite ghostwriter is Danny Ketch. Have you read Etronaut? One of my favorite books, man. I love that book. So powerful. Unfortunately out of print in America right now. Hopefully they will bring it back to print. Even in softcover format. It needs to be read. It's so powerful. That guy lost his life to make a graphic novel. It's moving.
I can't figure this out.
What is Max doing?
Are you talking about students of the week? I can't figure out the ending part. I'm confused, Max. Max? What do I call you, Mac? Have you interviewed Jim Shooter? Many years ago.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to have him back, though, on the show. We did a really quick interview. Omar, I didn't experience FF7 when it came. Oh, Final Fantasy 7.
Omar.
I thought you meant Fast and the Furious 7. Now I'm drowning in everything. Wait a minute. I didn't like Final Fantasy 7. It's both fun and confusing. I was done with RPGs at the time. It just wasn't for me. But oh my gosh, everybody loved it. It was a generation.
You felt like it was overhyped.
No. I felt like it was more. I like my JRPGs as JRPGs, not interactive movies. And it felt like an interactive movie to me.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't dig the music except for like maybe 2 scores. But I get it. You know, people really love it. It means a lot to them. I have friends that are younger than I am. That was their childhood. So when the remake came out, they were like, oh my gosh, what I would kill for Final Fantasy VI remake. But I don't think anybody cares about that.
Bruce, thank you for the super chat. John Sable Volume 2 Kickstarter already happened. Book was supposed to be released back in February. Now they hope.
Well,
October.
Thank you. Now I have to go and email Mike Grell about that. Then I didn't know it had happened already. I don't even like. I have my buddy Marco who sends me Kickstarter stuff that are like this is going on right now.
Oh, thank you.
What have you this week read?
So what is that?
What have you read this week?
No. I meant like what
language?
Language, yeah.
Where's Max from? Do you know? He's only one of our most.
I know. I talked to. Oh.
Stop fidgeting with it, love.
But that's what it's supposed to be nude with. You fidget with it. Oh, okay. I think I could super glue them.
Okay, here. Can you let's focus on this and quit fidgeting with that. What have you read this week?
Fullmetal Alchemist and Once and Future. Because it started work. That's all I had time for.
What Flash Omnibus I would recommend to a new reader. Jeff Jones, Volume 1. That is new reader friendly, baby. Please. Because you're gonna keep fidgeting with that. Final Fantasy 7 was amazing. Yes. I think most people would agree with that. Oh, somebody else likes Final Fantasy 6. Thank you. Cancel Omar, period. Wow, because I don't like Final Fantasy 7. Aren't all Final Fantasy? Yeah, after 7, they all became interactive movies. But before that, actually, you had control over everything. Cutscenes weren't. Anyway, I don't want to review Final Fantasy 7 because I know people love it. I didn't dig it. And I don't have to dig everything that everybody else likes. Boo, better than 6 and 10.
Well, you know, the Final Shadow, can you click on Final Shadow's comment, please?
Omar didn't like. Oh no, there are a couple of songs.
Composer didn't like One Winged Angel.
There's a couple of songs that I liked. That and the flower. What is it? Flowers. Aerith's theme. You know, it's really pretty. But overall, to me, like the music in 4 and 6 were just far better. Like I can't even tell you what the themes, like people's themes, are in 7, besides Aerith's theme.
You would recognize Tifa's theme.
Yeah, Tifa's theme is that's
Tifa's theme. That's a weird way to spell it.
Oh, Kane, you were after Melanie's heart. Max is from Europe. He's
from Earth.
Poor Max.
I like 8.
Melanie loves 8.
And Chrono Trigger. And
what is up, Kingsport Cal? You here to did you just wake up to defend Final Fantasy 7? What's the
Yeah, always landscape. I heard years ago that the composer, he doesn't like it either, but everybody, I like it.
Yo, man, like Final Fantasy VII is the best one of that series. Like even the character designs are lame. Like
I would sing this to my girls as they went to sleep.
Aerith and her combat boots and her granny dress. Like, what is that? Who designed? Yoshitaka Amano was not even designing those costumes by then. Cloud with that big old bubble thing over here that can't even raise his head because he can
screw spikes.
What is that?
Hit yourself.
Barrett was cool because he had a machine gun. That's like a Rob Liefeld.
But that doesn't make any sense. How does he shoot the gun?
Well, I'm done. That is my piece about Final Fantasy VII. I'm happy for the people that like it.
What about Loves and Waits run on Flash?
I liked it, but it's so different than Mark Waid's and Jeff Johns. I think Jeff Johns is a superior first Omni for somebody that wants to read Flash for the first time. Mark Waid's takes a little bit to get into. So I mean, and no lie, so does Jeff Johns, but Johns gets kicking immediately in that second arc and third arc. Tetsuya Nomura can never add too many belt buckles to his character.
I tried in college dressing up as Squall in Halloween.
We had a lot of belts.
My freshman year, and I lived in the dorm, and I walked down to the commons area, and the 3 belts around my leg were sliding down because legs are physically get skinnier, so there's no way for them to stay up because they just want to slide down. And also, I was really embarrassed. And I didn't know anybody, and I just turned around, and went back to my room.
Or his feelings and opinions of Final Fantasy, they're objectively bad, but they do. Wait a minute, John, you're old school. There's no way you like Final Fantasy VII more than the classic stuff. Video games. Sid wearing like
swearing
like heck. Is awesome. Final Fantasy 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 have been my favorites for different reasons. I still want to play Final Fantasy 16. Which one's 16?
I tried and I stopped. It's like classic fantasy, like high fantasy.
You don't, dude. MD Masuna has never talked to me like that. I've made him back. You don't talk. That's about Tifa and Aaron.
Trigger.
Cloud, you can throw under the bus. Okay. I didn't know people were that passionate about Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, Final Fantasy the Spirits.
You almost made me drop an F-bomb, James. The Spirits Within.
But that song's really pretty.
Oh, the song at the end?
The dream
has nothing to do with the stupid story.
A fly.
Belts around your legs, Melanie. Did you keep your pistol?
No, that's just what. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I was an actual cosplayer, I could figure that out, but I wasn't.
Okay. All the people at Final Fantasy VII. Back in my day, I didn't need a 15-year-old to explain to me the plot of Final Fantasy VI. People are going on about the plot of Final Fantasy VII. You watch YouTube videos explaining the plot of Final Fantasy VII remake.
So, I just like to.
Because you don't get it, and neither do they. The song is by Faye Wong. Wow. You like it too, Tyler?
The show was really good.
That came out the year Shrek came out. I remember I was like, whoa, these two studios are producing different things. Like,
Bar's complaining.
Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I'm watching Dancing 08's FF9 Attack Only challenge every week. And one time Vivi totally kicked butt on this dragon in Attack Only challenge. Wait, where? What? This one? Norns?
What's the best Final Fantasy, Omar? 6. It's got my boy Locke. I love 6. It's my favorite one.
And that was the song that we walked out. We exited our wedding. What's the word?
Locke's
we walked out.
We walked out to Locke's theme.
Okay, back to Omnis. When are we getting El Muerte Omni?
No, we're not getting that. Final Fantasy X is the only Final Fantasy I enjoyed. Cool. I had no idea people were that passionate about Final Fantasy. I guess it makes sense.
What's the best Daredevil arc by Brubaker?
I actually really enjoyed the first arc and the introduction of Lady Bullseye. That was awesome.
Oh, Norn, you're going to start with the first Final Fantasy? Good for you.
Good luck.
El Muerto Deluxe Edition?
Wait, we walked out to Thunderstruck? That's awesome. Always an instigator. Who's the best Transformer and why is it Huffer? Huffer could pull that Optimus Prime trailer. That to me means that he could carry the team. The best Transformer from the comics is, of course, Rodimus. from the TV show. I always, you know, the older I get, the more I relate the cup. Just aggravate it with everybody. Yo, Grimlock, good story. You know,
He's like, get out of my face,
God,
noodle,
shut up.
noodle nose. Is that what he calls him?
Get your noodle out of my face. That's what he said. I love that
Can
guy.
you help Daryl out with Zdarsky's Daredevil reading order? Does it go Omni Volume 1, Devil's Reign Omni, then Omni Volume 2?
Yeah.
Daryl, I'm glad you're loving the first Omni.
Volume 2 will contain Devil's Reign. So you don't have to get it unless you want like all the mini series like Thunderbolts and things like that will not be collected in the Volume 2. People that haven't played Final Fantasy are so lost right now. Yeah, man, they have this whole movement, like, you know, like
It's
Final
not
Fantasy
always
7.
fantasy, and it's never final.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7, like there's a whole movement about it. Like I feel like the same people that like Final Fantasy 7 like Zack Snyder movies.
Hey, buddy, Omar, what's appearing on the bestest channel ever this week?
I don't know. Did I take a picture of it? I may know. Let me see. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Did I take a picture of it? I know I've got tomorrow's Absolute Superman and the Lobo overview, the compendium overview. I've been sitting on those for so long. I don't know, I may make it a Superman Sunday. Like maybe All-Star or All-Star Superman and the Superman hardcover by Kurt Busiek. I filmed those videos so long ago. Monday will be the Iron Man 3 and Scott Pilgrim video, the box sets. Tuesday will be the Marvel trade paperbacks. I have an interview with Declan Shalvey at 4 p.m. that day, maybe 5 p.m. Old reader, new reader. Wednesday is my top 20 most wanted Marvel Omnis. Thursday, I can't remember what Thursday was. Tashin reached out to me. They're gonna have a sale, and they wanted to send a couple books my way. So I may do that or the Jim Lee Artist Edition that day, the big Artist Edition of DC Jim Lee. And Friday, Friday I think are some Dark Horse trade paperbacks. It's about time for the Lobo overview. I've been sitting on it, man. Just like, trying to make sure that I schedule it at the right time. My 8-year-old and I have been playing through Kingdom Hearts series, and it's been a lot. I do like that song in Kingdom Hearts. Here, go here.
Oh, but it's funny that you didn't finish reading. It's been a lot of fun to see him lose it while getting beat down by the same boss I did. Oh, Sephiroth. Oh, I was so angry.
That was extra, wasn't it?
It doesn't matter. It's one of the worst times I got angry at a video game. And
wait. Let me see. Tyler. Let me see how Tyler does it. Click on that. Is it Declan or Declan? Declan, I think. I interviewed him the last time, and he told me how to do it. Best Transformers story for Marvel IDW Dreamwave. The final arc of Transformers was amazing. The Simon Furman stuff. That has to be the best Marvel's Transformer comics to me. I really like that. That or the Blaster story at the very halfway through. IDW, the beginning of Phase 2. Yeah, when the Lost Light goes out. Oh, I love that era. And what was the other one?
Dreamwave.
The beginning of Dreamwave, because it gave me a lot of hope. Hope was restored that somebody was doing Transformers properly, and it had an anime look to it, despite of what ends up happening to Pat Lee and all that nonsense that he did behind the scenes. I love reading omnibuses, but I'm always worried about damaging while reading, so I buy Kindle editions of Marvel Omnis for Amazon. What do you think the Kindle version of the omnibus?
What do you think of the Kindle version?
If you can read them, absolutely go for it. I think, to me, books are supposed to be read, so I don't have a problem opening these books up. But I get it, right? They're expensive, and you want to keep them in nice and decent shape. But even my limited edition books, I read every kind of book.
A couple people were talking about this.
I got it already. I got it a couple of weeks ago.
The Donald Duck 90th anniversary book. So you will be doing an overview of it?
Yeah, I actually gifted Taylor Talks Comics a copy of it too, because I know he likes Talking Duck comics. He's a good buddy of mine. He does our PR stuff, and he likes independent stuff, so I hope he likes it. I don't think he knows yet. So don't know if he's watching.
Do any of the bad events actually get a better grade from you if you include the tie-ins? Civil War II, Final Crisis, Original Sin, and Secret Invasion do for me.
I actually ended up liking Final Crisis more. Original Sin does get better. Secret Invasion. Civil War. Civil War 2? Civil War. You ain't gonna let me live that down, are you? Omar likes Donald Duck. Yes, I like Donald Duck more than Final Fantasy VII. I said what I said. No, I wasn't the biggest fan of Kingdom Hearts, but I do like the music. It's pretty.
Oh yeah, you got your head did. I was talking to a student yesterday in the hallway, Lionheart, and he said, "Hey, you got your hair did from over the summer," and I was like, "What?" And this was a white kid too. So just saying. As far as Transformers, is there any way we could get a NT/MTE Omni?
I don't know, because right now Skybound has the rights to the Transformers, but licenses are weird, right? Like licenses are weird. They don't own pure rights to it. But right, and they don't want to focus on the IDW stuff. It seems like they're focusing on their stuff, and of course the Marvel compendiums. So, Omar, you remove your dust jackets when reading every time. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, Ryu Man saying nice. I'm thinking of picking up and looking forward to the big Donald Cashin book.
When does that drop? Now you've piqued my interest.
When is that New Mutants Volume 1 and Uncanny X-Men Volume 4 reprint on the way?
I don't think they're. Yeah, I don't think those were part of the reprints.
Oh wait,
OTW
mean on the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not part of the reprints.
How are y'all feeling? I'm digging it. Anything to get new people to read comics, absolutely.
And DC Compact Editions.
Mm-hmm.
They've been amazing to me to give as gifts to my friends who want to get started. That's a great idea.
Like, I think it's great, like during Christmas time, like stocking stuffers. I love the idea of just gifting them.
Oh, Disney adults are weird. You're on a comic book channel, Jimmy. We're all weird.
Jimmy likes Morbius.
Oh, I did have a movie moment. Like if my life were a movie, it would be a cool part. I can't remember what we were talking about, but I was like, I'm a creative writing teacher. It's a prerequisite to be weird. And then I turned around and I could tell my joke landed. So yes. And internally I was like, yes. What a cool line. You're so cool, Melanie. No, I'm not from the UK.
This is how you live your movie moments? You're so cool, Melanie. I would have Morgan Freeman go in. And he walked away. The manly man that he is. Like with a Morgan Freeman voice. And then James Earl Jones would be like,
we have definitions of cool. I just said it's a prerequisite to be weird.
I need Morgan Freeman and James Earl Jones to be narrating my story and talking about how cool I am. I did not succumb to the masses and got final.
Kentucky, y'all. Yeehaw!
Noreen, how are you doing? Jimmy, I can't with that classic Disney.
But remember in the living room, I'm like, don't put the Disney stuff up. People think we like Disney. I don't like Disney.
What the heck? We grew up with Disney.
I'm not a Disney fan. So if there are two different Nightwing Omnis coming and one is getting reprinted, which would be the best for a new reader? Bye, Mark Zimmer.
Well, I will say both would not be my number one choices. But if I had to choose between Rebirth and Nightwing by the New 52, I would go with Rebirth more.
Yeah, just want to ask a question.
And I know it leads into Rick Grayson, but still more. Small victories, Melanie. That's adorable.
It is. This is a good memory I've created in my head. What's going to happen when DC loses the rights to Batman? Are we going to stop getting Omnis when he's featured at all? Can they purchase the rights? Any insight into that?
Maybe I'll get my buddy Dan, who is a copyright lawyer and actually knows these things. You're talking about when Batman goes into public domain? We still got a while to go, right? Isn't it 100 and something years? We got a little bit to go. Donald Duck still has about 10 years left in him. He just celebrated 90. So I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, Disney's still printing Mickey stuff, comics and Mickey shorts and movies, right? For the Disney Plus.
Well, because it's
It's not the White Glove.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat
Yeah.
Willie.
Actually, Bruce may know. He was in an entertainment
Ryan said
business.
that's not how public domain works. 90 years, I heard. About 10 years, I think.
I thought it was 100. 100 plus.
Here, really quick. I think certain European store pages have started leaking out for the Taschen book, so they might have
An official soon. Oh, heck. Dude, if you're talking about a Duck Taschen book, woo. One of my biggest books I own is the Little Nemo beautiful thing that comes in a suitcase.
Yeah, it does. John, thank you for the super chat.
All right, rank the things
creators did to Iron Man from best to worst. Iron Man, traitor. Iron Man with nose. What?
End of Civil War 2.
The perm mullet and Arno Stark.
Iron Man, traitor. You're talking about one of the greatest comics ever. From best to worst. The best. Iron Man with nose really doesn't affect me. I like it. I know that people don't.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Perm mullet didn't hurt anybody. Perm mullet
didn't hurt anybody.
It was hot back in the day. Oh gosh. I would go traitor. I don't think that hurt as many people as you would think. I would go after that Arno Stark, and then Civil War 2, which was really weird. But hey, Steamboat Willie was 1928, so I guess it means in 11 years, Detective Comics 27 will become public domain. But again, I don't know how these things work, like officially. I have no idea what they're able to print or anything. Public domains means anyone can print them. Also, that's why they're designed. That's why they redesign them every decade. But I really think it's more to it than that, right? I don't think it's as easy as just printing something. Just like it's not as easy for Bill Willingham to be like, I declare Fables to be public domain.
I declare bankruptcy.
Like, I don't think that's the way it works, Bill. I know you're mad at DC, but that's just not the way it works.
I'm really hungry.
What food are you craving right now? I'm hungry. Well, we got 8 minutes. You can hold on. If you can hold your bladder, you can hold your tummy.
Okay, boss.
Boss. Yeah, right.
I would like some ramen. I haven't had ramen noodles.
All right, quit making me hungry. Let's keep going. Omar, which DBZ character do you think about when lifting weights? I think about Trunks all the time when I'm lifting weights and doing other activities. For me, it's
doing
strong.
Other activities.
I'm gonna leave that to your imagination. It's either Strong Roshi, Mythic Gohan, or Fortune Teller.
Wow, I like that.
If that's your kink, Max, I'm not here to stump on it. Omar, did you ever have a mullet? Dude, how you doing, brother? MP, I did have a mullet. I had a mullet one summer, and I thought I did. How old were you? I was in the 5th. It was going from 5th to 6th grade.
Oh, I've never seen pictures of that.
There's a reason for that. And then I said, this is stupid. And I cut it myself. And then I went to my cousin who cut the rest of it for me.
Good morning from OMAC Experiment. Favorite Hulk, Peter David, Omnibus?
Volume 2. Volume 2 is my favorite. That's my favorite stories. Batman goes public domain in 2034. I Googled it. Thank you for that, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce.
But I am curious what that means. I really do want to get Dan on the show.
Choke.
Lionheart,
I haven't been to the comic book store in a while.
You need to go. Yeah. You need to go, Melanie. Support your local comic book store.
I do. I need to get back to the routine of school for a couple of weeks, I think. Let's see, 100 years in U.S. law. So Superman, about 15 years. Public domain, use the character, couldn't use flying straight away or the Jim Lee costume.
Okay. It is interesting how all this will work. Thank you for that. Hey, Omar, any feedback from David about Doom? No feedback yet, but I emailed them on Wednesday. So we'll see. I do like Trunks over Cloud. That's cool if you like Cloud, and if you think about Cloud when you're mowing the lawn or whatever, man.
And mowing the lawn.
Omar doesn't lift weights. He lifts omnis. That's right.
And everybody, Bar went to the bathroom. And Kyle's declaring near mid-condition.
I don't think that's the way it works, Kyle. My lawyers will be calling your lawyers.
Man, I love old lady characters as well, and like witches and yeah. James, fine mullet photos.
Yeah, Larry. You can't live in Kentucky without a mullet, baby. You got to fit in, man. I did. Now the mullet came back, a couple of years ago, and I was looking at them kids. I was like, you all know we thought this was stupid back in the day. I currently have, I believe that, Jimmy. Your taste in movies and video games, I can see you with a mullet. Public domain just means that at a certain point, anyone can make a Batman story. DC will retain rights to their stories, and they will sell them. Thank you for that, buddy.
Hey, Adam, how are you?
Melanie, are you going to check out Free Agents over at Image when that comes out? Is that that's a Chip Rooney book? Is that Chip?
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Like I read his newsletters and then it just leaves my head. Thank you for reminding me. I do want to check it out because I love Chip Zdarsky. Oh man, some kid said, "Who's your favorite Batman?" And I said Zdarsky's, and she's like, "Oh, good choice." And I was like, "Do you read Zdarsky's Batman?" No, just she's just being nice. And I was like, "What?" I was proud of myself. They were asking me these comic questions. Like, I promise we will talk about it, but not today because it's the first day and I have to get through all this stuff. I was like, "Thank you for asking."
David Gabriel said, "Hello, Minties."
Aw.
I was asking him a question, and he was like, "It's the Saturday stream. What are you doing talking to me?"
Superman had the 80s Steve Winwood mullet.
He did. He had the mullet. Man, he rocked that mullet too. He had like the curly Q mullet. Then in the 80s here in Kentucky, man, we saw all kinds of mullets. Balding mullets, greasy mullets, like slick back mullets.
Did Steve Winwood do Back in the Limelight? No.
Back
in the hot. No, Back on the Highlight. Yeah.
Characters like Flash Gordon, thank you for super chat, Bruce. Conan, Tarzan, The Shadow, etc. all go public in a few years. Studios are already making plans. So we can make a movie about the Phantom and Flash Gordon. That is really interesting how we determine that too. What is public domain? I guess they didn't think that far ahead back then, right? Omar, just in case you don't know, it's a Donald history book, like Mickey one. They've done several versions of. It's been in the works for a while. Thank you so much. I didn't know that.
Oh, Dr. Zero.
Oh, it's Busick and Niziesa. It's their new book.
Oh,
you're not digging it.
Oh, but I like Niziesa.
And I love Kurt Busick. Wait, go up.
So I'll probably still check it out, Adam.
On a scale of Billy Ray to Cher. How good with Omar Small? Not even a Billy Ray. My brother got a hug from Billy Ray Cyrus, but that's a story for another day. Buck Rogers is also public domain.
Something like Time Ages. Now, what is that called?
Zdarsky's doing public domain.
Yeah,
but not Buck.
No, he's got like 50 comics, dude.
I think I'll start reading Chip Zdarsky's when the run is finished. Say hello to DG back, Omar. Oh, that's a good thing. I'll say hello back from everybody.
Norton's been asking top 10 questions. So,
all right, Norton.
Top 10 comic shops in Texas, Omar.
I don't know of any. That's a good question. I did.
Oh yeah. Jimmy did say earlier. Reprint Son of M. What's Son of M?
It's the title with Quicksilver. Oh. So Arya could get a copy of it on Omnibus format. Popeye and Pluto are public domain next year.
Wait. Nomad. Next May aggravate dorks. Hey, that's really clever.
Hamza came up. He either is really slick or he Googled what to make.
Hi, Maya.
How are you doing, Maya? It's my little cousin, everybody. Omar, any word on the Zoop Conan? No, I haven't. Okay. I will email my contact over there to see what's going on with that Conan book. It's been pushed back multiple times and not much updates on their page. And I love those guys. Those guys are, they're solid dudes.
Hey, Buzz has a suggestion for you, Norin.
What the heck, Omar?
Oh, and it's got to be in gallery edition.
I haven't been to Texas in like, why do you say, what the heck, man? You look, fly me out to Texas. I'll find you 10 comic book stores. How about that? I am aggravated. Why is I'm a dork aggravated?
Oh, because of the Nomad. The little...
Oh.
I heard Superman War World was getting an Omni. Is this true? Need more Superman Omnis. No, there aren't that many. Sorry, he's texting.
I heard Superman World. Yes, but not. It's not the War World Omni. It's the Philip Kennedy Johnson Omni, which collects like 99% of the stories in there.
Son of M and Prelude to War of Kings, isn't it? Is what Adam's asking.
It is. Yeah, it's also in the House of M companion.
Oh yeah, right. Brown. So DC can keep writing Batman stories and making Batman movies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like Project Viking was saying, and yeah, that's a point that I honestly forget that I had heard as well. It's just So people can make Batman stories, but they can't like lay claim to all the Batman that DC's ever done, and DC has continued to do Batman.
Well, you can't use Batman characters. You couldn't use Robin. Like, you can make independent Batman films, and some of them might be great. But I know, like, the Mickey films that they've been doing, or Winnie the Pooh films.
Oh yeah,
I don't
like
hear
those,
anybody talk about. After the show's done, head over to Omnidog's vault for Omnicat, Omnidog with Earth One Jess talking Superman and other comics. Thank you for that, buddy.
And I knew what you meant, Project Viking. I hate making mistakes when I type.
Omar, I'm the writer artist of Top Shelf. You would. Oh, dude, I love that book. Thank you so much for featuring on your show, and I'm glad you liked it. I really liked it, and I want more of it. It's a good book. It's an all ages book, and I love the artwork. And I just, I like it. It's the kind of stories that I like. Kid with imagination, a little fantastical pet and adventure. So thank you so much for making that. Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah. And sorry you're joining us when we're
about to wrap up.
It's 1 p.m.
I love promoting books.
Said, oh snap, it's 1 p.m.
I love promoting books that not a lot of people have heard of too. So anything I can do to help. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, Jeff. Omar, did you know that Udon has put out a Final Fight comic book recently? No, but now I know. But thank you for that.
Food, stop it. Stop it. I'm so hungry. Peter David Gabriel burn. Okay.
I think because these characters are so brand oriented, people will still mostly be drawn to the comics and movies published by the original company. Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, you could do like independent films, but that's about it.
Thank you, Rahul.
We'll take 3 more questions. We have a
for
lot of
joining
work
us.
to do today. We gotta we have to get this
We're getting ready for the
giveaway, which is August 31st.
100K subs giveaway.
We're starting it on Patreon at 10 a.m. on the 31st, and then coming to here at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, all of you, for being here on Saturdays. P.S. You wish part 2 is coming next spring. Oh, awesome. You all leave Fiona Staples alone, okay? See that. Smash that like button on the way out. Hey, Omar, any feedback? Michael, no feedback yet. Omar, where the overviews at? What do you mean? Ryan, I put an overview out every day. King Conan Omni 2 happening? I hope so, buddy. All right. Let me get Adam's question. We'll take 2 more questions after that. Because I'm having fun talking to you folks.
There.
Omar, what's the most important thing you got to do today? I got to put up a lot of books that are on the floor, or my wife is leaving me.
Is that part of what we're doing today?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
I have to rearrange all these books and decide on lots for the giveaway. Man, that's a lot. So I'm just looking over there. It's like, oof.
I was thinking I need to come up with the trivia questions.
Yeah, we'll work on that together. I'll work with that.
But today the focus is organizing the work area.
Amanda's coming over, Tina's coming over, my brother's upstairs already. So we're getting help. We're not doing it alone because it is a lot. Now, if I wish I could have somebody come and pack these books up and mail them out and fill out those international slips, that would be a blessing. But thank you, Melanie. What are you eating? Hey, Omar, any live streams this week? Yes, I have a live stream on Tuesday interviewing Declan Chavez. Not right, probably. On Wednesday is Reels Talk at 8 p.m. Probably.
Thank you, MP.
What did I want to do? Alien Romulus or something else that Amanda wants to talk about. And I think this is I've done between this, the AMA. I have been on every day on Near Mint Condition as a live stream for the last 15 days now. Obviously, I love it. And thank you all so much for not being completely bored with me and wanting to move on. But thank you all, seriously. Everyone have a great weekend. See you all next time.
Yeah.
We love you all. Thank you so much. Go enjoy your weekend. You're free to go.
It's like we're dismissing a class or a mass.
Go and see my buddy Omnidog. Send him some love. And Dana, I owe you an email back. Everyone, thank you for watching. Smash that like button on the way out. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. Enjoy your weekend.
Stay minty.
The long goodbye. This is like a